Previously on Oanh in
Travelers are
Tibet.
required to go on an organized tour. Head to reach Lhasa lifestyle. Tokyo to Xi'an, 30-hour train ride. Picked up survivor Chinese. My colleague who lent me his down jacket. Swear to protect the jacket with my life. My first running backpack, a 40-liter red backpack.
The day has come, the 27th of December 2019. My red backpack 20 kilograms, my purple backpack 5 kilograms. All the clothes have been packed. I finally sit up, put on my working outfit, and smile. My lung takes in the air, just like when I take in my breath through the run. This time, this is no run through, it's real. All this Duolingo, this cold shower, this training, all come down to this. Okay, let's revise the agenda. Today in the morning, I will go to work, and after lunch, I will take the rapid train to Narita Airport, and then take the 4:30 flight, transit in Incheon tonight. Tomorrow morning, I will fly from Incheon to Xi'an. I should be at Xi'an around noon. Now, depends on the time, I might be able to get some sightseeing. Well, if not, we can just go back to the hotel. Straightforward, huh? Well, straightforward is no fun, so let's get right to the fun part. Hi, mom. See. Can you see? Yeah, Incheon Airport. Yeah, Wi-Fi is really fast here. Well, it's a little cold, but I'm fine. I'm gonna sleep here, on the bench, near my boarding gate.
Ui dồi ôi, có sợ không? Con gái con đứa như thế thì mẹ cũng lo đấy nhá.
Mom, don't worry. Really, Mom, don't worry yet. This is just the beginning. See, you have to ease your parents into your shenanigans one at a time. Okay, Mom, good night. Bye, Mom. Oh, it's time for me to sleep too. Taking out my colleague's unbelievably expensive down jacket, I put it on like a blanket so that no one could steal it from me. And the night drifted away. Wake up! It's 6 a.m. It's time. No, not time for the flight. The flight is 9 a.m. It's time for the toilet. Now this is the true highlight of my hobo nature. I enter into the airport restroom and start stocking toilet paper. According to the internet lord, toilet paper is non-existent in public China. So I start rolling without a rock 9 sheets of toilet paper, each exactly 40 centimeters, and start shoving them into my gloves. Now I have toilet paper to use. Paperwork's done. After sending out my last Facebook messages to my parents, I get on the 9 a.m. flight. Now you have to remember, once you're in China, no more Facebook, no more Google. At 12:30 noon, the plane lands on China's soil. After luggage collection, I managed to get a data SIM for 130 yuan. Now the internet lord is on my side again. We are going to Tibet and Xi'an is just a transit. But Xi'an is no ordinary town. Let me give you a clue. Now, in the 3rd century, Xi'an served as the capital of the Qin dynasty. You know what I mean. We are going to the Terracotta Warrior Museum, baby! Now the museum last entrance is 4:30 and the entrance closes at 5. So I have to take the taxi, which is 70 kilometers an hour. If I time everything right, we might just be able to make it. Now, to avoid being ripped off, I only take the official airport taxi. I discuss the price right away. I take pictures of the plate and the driver ID. Huh. Whoa. China is vastly different from what I imagined. It's the biggest country I've ever been to. Buildings are so tall and wide. The road to the museum is like a mammoth construction site. It's bare and grey with shrubs and dusty greenery. Huh. At 4:10, I get off the taxi and pay 186 yuan. Here we are, in front of the Terracotta Warrior Museum, the most significant archaeological excavation of the 20th century. Now, the museum is mainly made up of 3 excavation pits of monumental scale. Pit number 1 is the largest, with over 6,000 warrior figures lining up over 10 corridors. Not as dark or mysterious as I imagined, but open, brightly lit, like an expo. I only have less than an hour to visit the whole museum, so there was no point hiring a guide. But I highly recommend that you do, because they really bring the whole place alive. Well, how do I know that? I quietly followed a Japanese tourist group and eavesdropped on their tour guide. Apparently, each figure has a unique facial expression and their heights represent their rank. These warriors and hundreds of horses and chariots and weapons were created to guide the first emperor in an afterlife. Pit number 2 is only 1/10 the scale of pit number 1, but is much more complex with cavalry, infantry unit, fancy war chariots. Pit number 3 is the smallest, but is the headquarters of the entire Terracotta Army. What was puzzling, no Terracotta commander-in-chief has ever been found. Maybe we would uncover the mystery one day, but that's for another story. Oh, now we're rushing, remember? The museum closed 5, so we're gonna have to rush to get the red backpack. Head to the bus stop. Now, the next bus is at 5:30. Here's the plan. First, we get on the bus 30 kilometers from the museum to Fanzhisheng. Get on the second bus to the Xi'an railroad station where the hostel is situated. Now the problem is, the last bus from Fanzhisheng to the railroad station leaves at 7:30. So if my timing is correct, we will just barely make it. After rushing the whole afternoon, uneasiness about the foreign soil seeped in. Traveling has never been my hobby. In fact, I love my house. I love my routines. I love the comfort of familiarity. Why am I doing this? Why putting myself in this strange land? Alone. Maybe I'm always homeless, whether I'm in Japan, at the Incheon airport, or on this bus. Where is home? There was a time that I felt belonged. I felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, in the arms of the great man. Maybe home is a person. At 7:30, the sky had turned bleach dark and the evening air frigid. As I was anxiously waiting, the second bus arrived. I followed 5 local people to hop on the bus. I can relax. To my surprise, all of us down on the first bus, and the bus disappeared into the darkness. What was the bus driver screaming at us about? Why couldn't we ride? Imagine being robbed of comprehension and familiarity and body heat. And adding 20 kilograms of backpacking and then spraying ancient tomb sweat number 5. My energy is running low. I have not eaten anything since the airplane meal this morning. Turning around, I run after a girl who also got sent out from the bus and asked 公舅舅为什么不开? She replied through the app.
It did not go there anymore.
It's over. It's over? What's over? What? I made it in time for the bus, and the bus doesn't go there. It's over. It's over. It's over. What am I supposed to do? Tibet is crumbling in front of my eyes. I was alone. And that's the end of tonight's chapter. Next time, maybe we will sleep in true homelessness, maybe under a bridge. By this point, you probably figure out that I'm quite capable of it. Or maybe our fortune will turn. For now, good night. Wait. Have you heard about the third date rule? You know, when you go on a third date, things start to get pretty serious. I mean, I don't subscribe to that notion. I think that maybe we just click and maybe we'll have a future together. So, how about clicking the sexy subscribe button? Ooh, thank you. Good night.